Hey, I'm Dan Fitzpatrick at stockmarketmentor.com, and I want to talk about Zoom here. There's no trade here, just so you know. So if you're just looking for a trade, move on to the next whiskey bar. I want to talk about what we did here and kind of turn this into a lesson. We've traded Zoom a few times in the past, in the past several months. It is the kind of stock where you look back at it and say, why didn't I just buy it at 60 bucks and hang on to it? But that's not the way we did it. But on this most recent trade, this is what I want to cover. We bought it on 820. So we bought it. Pretty sure, yeah, it was right here. So we bought this stock right here. And the reason was, first of all, it was Zoom, so it'd gone up so much, and then it fell down, and should have continued. In fact, I just finished doing a video for members where I was talking about Dynatrace, which has kind of the same pattern, where it fell below support. This was a stock that I covered in the IBD podcast and shook a lot of people out, but ultimately slingshotted higher, and now it's up at new highs. So Zoom, you kind of got the same thing here. And so once it rallied back to a new high, bam, we're in this stock. And so we sold half of the position yesterday just before the close for like a 15% profit, which was pretty good. I mean, I'll take that on every trade, thank you. So, but we were managing the risk. And then when the stock ran up like it did, we took the rest off this morning at 450 bucks. Now the stock's up a little bit more, and you could say, well, you should have held on to the stock. I would say, no way. The stock ran up like this. We had a nice trade. We're in for 10, 11 days. That's it. And those aren't trading days. Those are calendar days. So we're in for very few trading days, and we're making this kind of money. That's a position that begs to be liquidated, so that's what we did. But this is what I want to show you. If you had, let's say you were on the other side of that trade and you bought this stock. Okay, yeah, it zigzagged a bit during the day, but come on. You're not going to be top ticking it up here or whatever. You're buying this for some silly reason, like you think it's just going to keep running higher. And maybe it ultimately will, but not today. Not after the kind of move that this stock had. And so had you bought this, first thing today, this is what the rest of your day looked like. The stock ran up to there, it fell to here, which is fine, I guess, but generally speaking, the stock's been in this kind of trading range here. So you bought yourself an all day long sideways ride to nowhere. My point is this, and this is really important. After a stock makes a move like this is not a beautiful chart. I've heard people say on some of these stocks like, oh my God, that's a beautiful chart. Oh my gosh, look at that chart. It's beautiful. And I'll say, no, that's an ugly pig. That's absolutely the worst chart in the world. Unless I was already long the stock, then I love it. And so the idea is you don't want to be buying charts of stocks that have already moved so much and you're sitting there expecting them to continue. You want to be buying charts with possibilities. With possibilities, that's what you're buying. I covered a lot of these in my strategy session for tonight, but I'll just give you a little preview here of that. If you're not a member, we're doing really well on the premium side. So by the way, we're going to be trading live tomorrow morning at the open. So join. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free for the first 30 days. After that, you're going to pay me, but you'll pay me with market money, not your own. So I'm looking at the home builders today, and look at all of these stocks. Okay, these are pretty charts. These are pretty charts because they show me possibilities. Okay. I haven't looked at Pulte in a while. Yeah. So, they're all good. This is the home construction index, nothing but home builders. So they're all good. These are the charts that are pretty. This is not a pretty chart. Tesla, not really a pretty chart just because the real money is made by folks who bought back here. If you're buying right now, you're kind of getting, you're getting the dregs of the keg. You're the last one in on the flat beer. So focus on the stocks that give you good entries, uptrending stocks that give you well-defined entries. If you can do that, I promise you're going to trade better. And that's all I do at Stock Market Mentor. We've got other guys, other traders who trade in different ways. We have day traders. We have got a lot of option traders. I'm doing actually Bridget Brown is doing a webinar tonight. I'm just going to show up and learn a lot of stuff. But we have a lot of things happening at Stock Market Mentor, but I'm just letting you know. I'm not trading all over the board. I can day trade, and we'll do that tomorrow morning, but this is my bread and butter. This is the kind of stuff that I like. It's the William O'Neill, Mark Minervini, Richard Wyckoff style of trading, and it's pretty simple. It's not easy because of the discipline required, but it's pretty simple. So hopefully I'll see you in our forum.